This is just ridiculous. We just shot a pig and we are now faced with many more, including.
Well, that wasn't the best of starts. We just picked up the property owner from the hospital because he had an injury. Got back to his place and I had a flat tyre. So we've got to rush back into town to get it fixed now because the tyre post will be closed for 3 days. So just driving back to the property, it's 3:30. Look what's hanging around those cattle. Grunters getting on the cottonseed. Look at these little fellas. The wind's just perfect. They have no idea. Oi, little fellas, can you tell Mum and Dad we're here? Cheers, thank you. Well, after that tyre drama, we have eventually got our stuff together. Camp is set up and we're ready to roll. Let's do this.
Look at this. We're just driving down the road. Piggies. Go for it.
Go again. Little boy. That was a bit of fun. Good size sow down. We haven't even got to where we're going to hunt yet. Righto, back in the car.
That is what piggies looks like through the thermal, guys. I cannot believe how good this is working. There's a kangaroo for you. And they're off and running. The young fellas.
Well, that was so much fun. We just started to get to know the thermal. We stalked up on a bloody good boar, and I reckon we probably got within 50 metres of him, but I didn't realise. Not quite used to how close things feel. Anyway, I put the torch on. I thought I was good to go, but I think, because I said I was pointing in the wrong direction, so I think this thing throws your senses off a bit. Anyway, I couldn't find the pig, so that was a bit upsetting, but we're getting to know the thermal. Well, I just got my first confirmed kill with the thermal. Shot a fox at about 150 yards, which was awesome. However, look what we're now dealing with. Another flat tyre. There's a rock in this and it's pissing out air. I've had nothing but trouble with at least one of these tyres, so got to get it off. Well, we finally got to sit down for dinner. Lamb backstrap, risotto, baby spinach. How was it, boy?
Very good.
Well deserved. Not the ideal way to start a day. We've got to rush into Moree to get my tyre fixed up for the second time in 24 hours, which is very painful, but we'll get that done and get straight back to camp. But a flat tyre was no excuse. We got stuck into a few ferals, a good cat and fox, which was bloody good. I'll chuck up some photos of that. That is awesome. We're going to do a longer trip next time and get down to the Copeton Van. Yes, please. Bit of rain about. Very light showers. It's coming west from Moree direction. It won't cause us any trouble, but it's also not going to be good enough to give the farmers any relief, unfortunately. But it may do in bringing the pigs out. The only thing that somewhat troubles me about this rain is it might dampen the bait station's effect. So we're going to go put out a whole heap of grain and hopefully pull some pigs in, but the rain may dampen the scent a little. In the thick of it now, I just had a look at the radar. I think this is literally it. It's just going to move over and keep heading east, so that's all right. Let's go look for some piggies. You may remember last time we were here, I set up some grain, there is nothing left, but you can tell how dug up it is. Oh, I can't wait to check that trail camera. Oh, that was so intense. We were just checking that trail camera and Mish spotted 2 pigs about, he would have been a good 800 away. We just put on a hectic stalk. They were coming back down to the cover of the creek after getting out and about in this rain. Don't know if you can see, but there lays a pig that good shot. We're guessing it's a half decent boar. Let's go have a look. Well, we're just walking down to look at this other pig, and it turns out I did get one. How was that, Billy?
Good fun, good little stalk.
This is the pig we thought was a boar, just because it had that razorback going on, but it's just a half decent sow. Made a bit of fun for early afternoon. Well, we have no time to go home. We're going to do our evening hunt now. We're looking at the hillsides and there's pigs moving everywhere because of this rain, so fingers crossed we can get onto a good one. Just a young fella.
Fuck, there's a few in here. Onto us now. See you later, little fellas. They didn't go far.
Just back from our afternoon hunt, we saw one little mob that I filmed for you. Didn't see any decent pigs. We're going to have dinner, a few coffees, and then head out for a night hunt of some bait with the thermal. Pork and truffle sausages, pasta, black pudding, baby spinach. How good, Billy?
Very good.
Bloody lovely. So it became apparent last night that whilst using the thermal to stalk on pigs, you need some source of light to see where you're walking. And we thought a red light would be ideal, and Nick thought of a very ingenious way to make that happen. That is what we're working with, and this is how it is done. So I've got my little Phoenix headlamp, and it looks pretty rough, but we got some plastic red cups from Woolworths, cut out a bit of plastic and taped it over the light. Actually works bloody brilliantly. Well, this is just great. We're sitting out in the middle of nowhere with our thermal, and there's doggers on the property next door, about 1 kilometre away, and dogs and pigs going bloody ballistic. So much for subtlety. Well, we did it. We bloody spotted a lone boar out in the field. How far do you reckon we walked?
Okay.
1 kilometre. Stalked into 100 metres with the thermal, got the torch on and drilled him. Here is the piggy. With a little bit of ivory. Drilled him. Well, it's just after 2 a.m. in bed. Pretty happy we got to put a decent boar on the deck. And I think I'm going to start hashtagging Night Prowler. You've got to love creek walk action with the big boar. 375. 2 boars down. Bloody lovely. A bit gruesome, but this shows you how effective the 375 is. This is how you know you're coming up to a mob of pigs. Fresh shit. And this young bull copped the first. 375. Drilled him.
That's a good way to start. Damn sit. Boar down.
Well, this thermal is just brilliant. I decided to check way down the road whilst Nick was opening a gate. Sure enough, I spotted a pig trying to make his escape in the dark, and we sped down, and Nick got a shot at 178 yards. Drilled him. There's your bull. 178 yard shot on him with the O-light. Fantastic. Hey, Billy boy. What was that? A monstrous stalk, lone boar. You picked him out.
Exactly. Under night line.
I think we probably got him to 100. You drilled him.
Just waited till he was broadside with the thermal. Lit him up with the O-light and smashed him.
O-light. Kimber Hunter in 308. Normal 178. Going soft point. Let's go check him out. Boar down. He's only a little fella. But we don't think there was anything much bigger on this paddock. One shot, he's down. He's down. This is just ridiculous. We just shot a pig, and we are now faced with many more.
Huh?
Here we go. Oh, another late night. It's 3:15 in the morning, and we just could not stop chasing pigs out of this chickpea cultivation, but we had to stop in the end. There were pigs still out there, but time for bed. Just a bit of cleaning at camp. Goes with a 222 Seiko Vixen. The Amarok, filthy. It's a fucking cat in a little burrow. Mate, if we don't see anything on the way back, I'm gonna fucking blast you. Bloody lovely. What a series of events.
Absolutely.
We heard doggers from the main road, caught a pig squealing. Then Nick said, I hope they just flush pig towards us. And probably 10 minutes later, it took this big fella coming up a creek bed. All the kangaroos ahead, and I just said, let's watch. And sure enough, this big fella came out, but we thought we missed him because he fucking ran like I've never seen, but obviously he's just running on adrenaline. Let's have a look. Oh my gosh, we both thought we got a hit on him, and we did. That's exit. Same bullet. Hooks. That is fantastic. I'm telling you what, this thing is an absolute ball terror. When you're not sure about a kill, it took us no less than, or no more than what, a couple of minutes. Found him down in the bushes from the heat signature. Just brilliant. Bruiser. So we're just driving out of this property after sitting in the freezing cold for a few hours. We saw a few pigs, but nothing special. And with the thermal, I spotted this fella coming off a crop. The last ball for the trip. Ooh, he's an older fella. He a hooky fella. Lone ball with the thermal. Strikes again. What a way to finish the trip. Hooky lone ball. Very Veg, yeah. A tusky boar here. We had to walk 2 kilometres to shoot him. Then we realised we didn't have a knife and the axe. 2 kilometres back to the car, get the knife and axe, 1.5 k's each way. Very good. Oh God, these have been very, very big nights, but so worth it. Well, that is us done and dusted for another trip. It was one of the best I have ever had, and certainly the best I've had at that property. Not only was it good conditions because it was quite dry, so it was pretty easy to find pigs on food, but that thermal was absolutely outstanding. Just to make it clear, those pigs, the vast majority of those pigs, we spotted through the thermal at up to like 1 kilometre away and stalked them in pitch black with our little red covered headlamps. And then once we got within shooting range, flick on the O-light and she's all over. We didn't lose any pigs doing that. It was good, clean hunting and great results. Hope you enjoyed.